Well, guys, unfortunately, I have to break this news, I guess, and discuss. I did a short about it. Damontae Kazee has an injury, but I have back-to-back tweets here from Dell Lawley and Jerry Dulac that say, "Don't assume Damontae Kazee will miss the entire season. That guy's a football player first and foremost. That sounds good, and players can return from IR. However, Jerry says here, bad news for the Steelers' backup safety. Damontae Kazee needs surgery on his injured wrist/arm and will go on IR. Guys, this is big news. Look, we all saw it happen. And to me, okay, firstly, on a personal level, for Damontae Kazee, I do feel bad for the guy. I was really hoping he would make the team. I was really hoping he would impress the Steelers coaches on defense, and they would find a role for Kazee in this defense heading into the season. And I thought throughout the first two preseason games, he had that. I thought Damontae Kazee had that. I thought he was tackling quite well. They were using him at safety. He was coming down into the box as well. When the middle linebackers were missing tackles, he was making tackles. He was reading the routes when Devin Bush, chased the quarterback around town. Damontae Kazee was reading the quarterback's eyes, following his receiver, breaking on the play, and making big tackles. So it's very, very unfortunate that the Steelers are going to go into the season probably without Kazee for, I'd say, look, I'm no doctor, but I'd say for maybe like 6 to 8 weeks, depending how bad the injury is. Now, we will get confirmation as the days go on to find out how bad the injury is. But look, man, if Damontae Kazee, if you search your own name, shout out to you because I thought and still think you have an integral place on this Pittsburgh Steelers team. I really do. I thought they were gonna use Minka, Terrell Edmonds together, and then sub in. There's nickel dime kind of packages where there's more receivers on the field, and we need an extra cornerback or secondary player. I thought Kazee was going to be in that role. So unfortunate, man. So unfortunate to see this incident happen. I know it's not a massive injury, but it still takes the guy out of the lineup. However, I want to bring up a point that Coach Tomlin talked about. He was asked about Damontae Kazee's injury, right? And he let on to say, and it makes a lot of sense. It happened during preseason. You don't want to see injuries happen during preseason. However, Coach Tomlin went on to say, you can't box, in the ring without sparring. So there's always going to be an element of risk in this game. And TJ ended up getting hurt for a little bit. DJ got hurt as well. I don't know the severity of those two injuries just yet, but I did see that Kazee was apparently the worst, had to go to hospital for surgery. And that sounds bad. So what happens now with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense? I was really looking excited to see what Kazee could do, even if it was at a limited role and being featured in behind Edmonds, behind Minka, roaming around the field because he had such a good preseason, right? Now the Steelers might look towards more Trey Norwood in that area, or another free safety who can come in and fill in that role. But I don't know who that is because I really thought that Damontae Kazee was going to make this team. And hopefully, if it's only a short injury, that he can bounce back, heal up correctly, and get back on the football field. Because even the other day with Damontae Kazee as well, he had he had an interview with Missy Matthews, and he was so excited. He was so excited just to have an interview with Missy Matthews and talk about his opportunity with this team. And Kazee had even referenced that he was even, he knew that he was going to play at a limited role, right? He knew that. He knew he was going to play a limited role, and the way the Steelers defense was showing only, vanilla defense. However, at the same time, his break on the ball speed, his recognition of the play was so exciting to watch in 2 games. So Steeler Nation, it sucks. It really does suck for this kind of guy to get his chance, and now he's going to be out probably, 8 to 10 weeks. Now, if it's any longer than that, that's even worse. But I wish him a full recovery, a speedy recovery, because I think Damontae Kazee can do some really fun things in this defense. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling. I'm a bit frustrated, and I want to give just a shout out to the guy because, look, we sometimes forget the personal human element right? You know, that once a guy goes down, it's next man up. Okay, I get that. Maybe it is next man up. However, the personal element is that Damontae Kazee can't play football now. You know what I'm saying? He's broke his wrist. He's got to heal up. He's got to play in 10 weeks. So we sometimes forget the personal element of football, even to a certain extent with the DJ injury and the TJ Watt. I believe it was Hawkinson went down too low and then TJ had to come out, right? So, yeah, shout out to Damontae Kazee. Hopefully he's well and better. But that is big news. That is big news for this Steelers defense, right? That he was coming down into the box as well, taking care of the running back when the middle linebackers would miss tackles or be out of zone or whatever. Damontae Kazee was recognizing the play, and he made the tackle today on the receiver, landed on his wrist, and apparently broke it. So that's bad news for Damontae Kazee and bad news for the Steelers. Now, on a positive note, can we overcome this? Can the Steelers overcome this? 100% they can, right? We still have Terrell Edmonds who's playing really well. We still have Minkah Fitzpatrick who played really well today, who made a big play on the ball, over the middle and broke it up. We still can do that. Trey Norwood, I still have high hopes for Trey Norwood, big time. I really do, right? Depending, and also Akila Witherspoon and Levi Wallace on the outside, Cameron Sutton. I believe Sutton got a pick today, right? In zone coverage. I still have high hopes for this defense. It's just a matter of fact, I do feel bad for the fella, Damontae Kazee. Now he can't play with his band of brothers. So shout out to Kazee, man. It's very, very unfortunate what happened, and I wish him a speedy recovery. If you guys like the content, if you guys like the Steelers content and Steelers Australia, hit that sub, hit that like. But man, it sucks. It really sucks, right? I know, of course, it's not me. I'm not the one playing, but it sucks for Kazee having a chance to iron out his role with the Steelers. And yeah, wish him all the best, man, because we do forget that human element sometimes. And it's like I wish him the best to get back with the Steelers, going out there hitting people in a safe manner, and not trying to hurt himself. So, anyways, guys, thank you for checking out Steeler Nation Australia. I'll see you later.